me specifics. I have seen most of you after the session is over will come and ask questions. I want you to socially be active. Ask questions when you are around. How did you do your maths? Did you prepare some questions? I am not hearing answer. That's what we did for last 2 days. Physics. No other subject. Chemistry you did. Biology. Chemistry. Accountancy. Business studies. Do you learn study 5 M's in business? 5 M's in business? Do you study? I asked. Man, material, money, mission, one more, market. If you know how to balance these 5, you know how to do business. Optimizing all this is what is business. Correct? Economics, you have micro, macroeconomics. Banking is macro or micro? See, I am asking a lot of questions like this, right? Do you think you can look at your syllabus and ask a lot of questions to your friends? That's what is required. That's what is learning. Learning is getting into the subject, asking a lot of questions. So you should ask me questions, then only I can answer. What you want, you should tell me. How many times I should repeat? You are sitting there, I am here, what for what? Discuss with your friends what we can ask him. What is that which benefits you? I can give lecturing, but that doesn't make any sense because I don't know what you want.
How to excel in business? How to excel in the business?
See, it all depends on what is that you wanted to do. Today, business, there is all of you draw 4 quadrants. 4 quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. The first quadrant is after education, you get a job. You need not have education also to get a job. I know how to make samosa, I can get a job. Correct? I know how to take care of buffaloes, I can get a job. So the first quadrant is job. X-axis, Y-axis, both positive, that is job. Jump into the second quadrant. What is in the second quadrant? I start a business, give job for many people. I know how to take care of buffalo. What I can do? Get 10 people, teach them how to take care of buffaloes. Got it? And today's world, there are a lot of people who will fund you. Anything is like that. I know how to make samosa. What I should do now? Start a business, teach everybody how to make a samosa, and start different outlets. Do it. A lot of software engineers in Bangalore, fed up with programming and all that, they start chai shops. Samosa wala is also there. There are a lot of people in abroad. Last time I went to one of the company, Cummins, who makes big, you will see a lot of generators, all of them green painted Cummins there. I have seen a very senior officer who is the chief of the data science there. Data science is one of the most popular science, in which the chief of that have got a tea shop in that place. And he has, his wife will make samosa and sell it. America samosa is one of the good business. Everybody goes there. I also went there to eat samosa. Good. They make good. You should know. You love it. You have passion, right? And they employ a lot of people. So first is job. Second is
Starting your business.
starting your business. That means you need investment. All the 5 M's will come into it. Job, you don't have to worry about anything. Somebody will give you salary. But that is fixed. You don't grow. Here you can grow. And third one is I will have lot of different people working under me doing lot of businesses, not one business. Like Ambani, Adani and all, they don't do business. They have a lot of people who are doing business for them. Not one employee, one factory. Many factories, all of them will run. Starting a school, one good business. But immediately what do? I will contract all the transport to one company. So how many companies are associated with the school? So many. Making uniform, buying items, interior, air conditioning, electricity, so many things will come. All these get subcontracted. So different companies will work for it, not one company. Understood? I can have a buffalo, 200 buffaloes, then I have a milk producing company, processing company, making food products out of milk, like Irma, Milma, all these companies are like Heritage. I've got large suppliers that becomes in the third quadrant. And you know the wisest business? I don't do anything, but I have a lot of money, give fund to all the factories. So no loss at all. Guaranteed. All these places there can be a loss. Money business is the business, the biggest business. I know how to make money. I know how to transfer money. I know whom to give, whom not to give. I know how much percentage I can get. I know how to collect money from the debentures and markets. Public fund will come. And that public fund I will use for funding the other people. Bank is such a business, right? Banker doesn't have any business by themselves. What is their business? Money business. What do? They collect money from somewhere, give some interest. But give to somebody else, get a lot of interest. Every bank flourishes like that. And they invest in public. All the roads, stalls, everything is some company, the fund is given by the finance companies. The finance company is the best. So it all depends on what is that you want to specialize. You want to specialize in marketing, you want to specialize in accounts, money, business, such things. You want to market only in the yourself into human resource. You want to do in the missionaries. Right? All the 5M, marketing, you have a marketing business. They don't have to invest anything, they take somebody's and then market it to them, branding, packaging. Great business. Branding is a big business. A small advertisements of small half minute, you can get a lot of money. Put it into the prime television, they will charge you lakhs of rupees. An advertisement in newspaper in the first column, maybe 10 lakhs, but you are an agent to that, every 10 lakhs you get 10%. I teach MBA, all these subjects. Business is my, and how do you learn this? Assume that you can do a lot of things by practically all the business study people also should learn. Imagine you have 10 lakhs rupees with you. Start a notebook, look at the companies in the world. I can invest 10,000 to 10 companies. Put it there and check tomorrow what is the profit which I get. So share market, I am investing 10,000 in 10 companies. Check tomorrow how is it growing. Suppose something is not growing, withdraw. Actually you are not investing, you are only playing like a game. There are games in the www games. Look at share business games. Don't put your money, you will be too. This is how you practice. Practice for 2-3 months. Then you know in the market, if I have got a lot of students, I never do it. I have no interest in money. So I don't do it. But I taught a lot of my students, they did excellently well and they will do a lot of things for me. So I don't even have to invest. And they have earned enough in their life. They'll tell you taught me. I told you. So do analysis, do it for 10-15 days and you will see this 1 lakh which you invest has become 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. Then also don't invest. See, learn this for next 2-3 months. And you are confident, then ask somebody. You give me 10 lakhs, I'll tell you how to do it. And you are not able to get their money, you tell them. You invested this much, I will advise you where to invest what. Investment advisors get a lot of commission. Pursuit of happiness. Have you seen this movie? I see all the movies. Pursuit of happiness. And his ability was, Rubik's Cube. And looking at it, he knows how to move faster. Same ability for investment schemes. That's how he goes to the investment markets and become an agent. Pursuit of happiness. Come on. Question should. You are not happy with the answer? You are not happy with the answer? So, learn. When I give an answer, I am not a machine. Am I a machine or a human being? What do I expect when somebody, I give you something, what do I expect? Gratitude, respond. So when somebody gives answer, gratitude is no thanks, no acknowledgement. You finished? Okay, finished. Go. It's not your problem. From KG onwards, you never appreciated your teachers. You thought it is their job, let them do it. Never do that. Appreciate. Bhagavad Gita, you can see every chapter, Krishna gives an answer. Immediately Arjuna will appreciate it and ask the next question. Bhagavad Gita is not just chanted for checking your ability to by heart slokas. It is to create man-making. What is the job? Human being. That's what you should appreciate. Otherwise, not my problem. You will not become good enough. Immediately you should appreciate. See, the problem when you have gap in between, I keep asking, when it goes to YouTube, it becomes so boring, na? And I don't edit it. Fatafat questions should come. Otherwise, let us stop this business. Let me not beg for questions. If you have no questions, stand up and get out of this. If you have, continuously ask. Let me not ask 3-4 times. How did I join ISRO? When I was doing my PhD, I was sponsored by National Aeronautical Laboratory for a conference in Hong Kong. So my roommate happened to be, I was the youngest participant. My roommate was one senior scientist from ISRO. So he told ISRO is great. I never heard about ISRO at all. It's not that famous as today. ISRO is not at all famous in those days. Maybe good, but I never heard. I'm only a mathematician. So he told great about it and said, you are a bright student, I want you in BSc. I was so great, thankful. But after that, he never responded to me. I had his address, I wrote a letter, no response. But then it is somebody told me it is good and then he did not respond. Let me look at my options. So I was hunting for advertisements. I got advertisement. Went for interview. You want to know the question asked? Yes. Do you have a small children magazine in which the picture of a tree will be there, in which identify how many cats are there? Fast you must know 5. But this. Such questions were asked. So don't imagine and think that all these are childish play. That is to identify how fast your brain works. But most of the games are created to improve your analytical, logical, presence of mind, catching differences. That is what I do when satellite image, when something happens, immediately I know there is something wrong there. So I know how to interpret images. So many questions are asked, like one of the minds. And one pen was kept on the table and then pushed it. Write equation of motion of this pen. We learn equation of motion, but we don't learn like this, right? Everything which moves has got an equation. So I must know what is momentum, what is friction, what is force, how it reacts. So practically shows. So what we learn, practically has to be demonstrated. It was a tough interview. Yeah, I got a job in Hyderabad, but then I was posted in Ahmedabad. So I worked in Ahmedabad for 6 months, came back to Hyderabad, worked there for many years, then went to ISRO headquarters, program planning and project management. Look at what ISRO should do, who should get promotion, who will become chairman. There is a group of people working on it. I was in that. Then I went to university as director, again came back to office, went to Prime Minister's office, came back to office. After 20 years, minimum pension, Tata bye-bye, and after my office. 18 years, Kalam left to Department of Space. I left 20 years. Kalam went to Department of Defense, DRDO. I took retirement, total. Somebody there.
How to reduce?
No, sir.
Acharya, how to reduce students' social and anxiety in social systems?
Social anxiety? What does it mean?
Anxiety.
What?
Intro.
What subject you study?
Science, physics,
Mathematics?
biology.
Biology? You tell me what is biology? In study of biology, what do you study?
Study of living organisms.
Come here, come and study. But you studied a little bit of maths up to 10th class.
Yes.
You stretch your arms like this. Stand here in the front. Stretch your arms like this. Say this is x-axis and your body is y-axis. So you are showing x-axis and y-axis, right? Now I will say x equal to y. Show me your hands. It will become like this, right? 45 degree. So am I showing mathematics in your body?
Yes.
Right? If I ask you with your hands draw a circle, you can draw like this, right? X square plus y square is equal to 0. You get a circle, right? Are you getting what I am saying? Converting all the body movements into equations is what is done when you wanted to make all your actions into graphics. Are you getting? Now you stand on one of the matrix. Say that is 1 1 1 2 1 3. You have got each side. That is like a matrix 1 1 1 2 1 3. Behind that is 2 1 2 2 2 3 3 1 3 2 3 3. Correct? When I say 3 1, you should jump into that. 3 1 1 2 2 1. Okay. While doing all this, did you have any social phobia problem? Did you do it very cool, calm, or not? Yes? Now face to them. Will you be able to do it or not? It's not there. So what you should do? In front of anybody, I can do anything. And that ability you have no phobia at all. Don't think I was teaching in maths. I was only answering your question. How to get into that? Every cinema actors what they should do? Imagine a cinema actor is acting. How many times he will have to take 1, take 2, take 3, take 4, 10 times. A small action also will be done many times. Many people will see. It looks like so shabby, so cheap, Are you getting? One person comes, you have to shake hand and then talk to them. No, it's not correct. The other hand was not perfect. Only this hand you were concentrating, so other hand was like this. Finished. No, it doesn't look good. Again, walk again. Many times they will have to repeat. So to become an actor, what should not be there? The fear, phobia, shame, all that will go. So what is the best method? Keep practice. I am ready to do anything what you ask. You have, what is that, jump shot or something? All these are play for that. So I am not telling what is it, I am giving you solution for all such problems. All our Antakshari, all these games are for getting rid of all the social phobia related, make you very active, strong. Such people are always smart and good. Got the answer?
How to use the anxiety or the pressure felt by the students during the exam writing?
Don't care. What you do, yesterday onwards I was asking you to create question paper, answer, give it to your friends, read. So how many times you would have done it? Many times. So assume that you are a person cycling on the busy street first time, you will have tension. Every day you are in that route, will you have tension? That's it. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Always practice, that makes you perfect. Somebody here raised hand. Yeah. Shout otherwise.
In one of the previous sessions, you said that you would give us some exercises and practices to stay focused in doing something or concentrated in doing something. So what are those?
Yeah. What is that you want to learn?
Sorry?
Now, tell me what you want to learn.
What can we do to stay focused?
One example you give me so that I can tell you how to get focused with it.
If we are studying something and we have our phone beside us and we are distracted to that, so what can we do?
See, the best method is, I told you, when you read one paragraph, write one sentence. If you are not able to write that sentence, that means you are not reading it, you are pretending that you are reading. Got it? You read one paragraph, write one sentence. Read one page, write one paragraph. Read one chapter, write one page. That is called the gist of knowledge. Capsule making. Got it? Decide that today. Many students will come and tell me that I am not able to concentrate. Same problem. I ask, what is the time now? It's 5:30. Okay. 8:30 call me. You have 3 hours. Finish one chapter. I am going to ask you a lot of questions. And 8:30 when I call, before that themselves they'll say, finished learning, you ask me questions. I said, I have no questions, finished, you learned, that's my business. They are confidently saying, see, there is a great teacher who is a friend of mine, cousin brother of Chinmaya. He taught me a great lesson. In Lincoln University, he is an English professor. A student comes and says, give me examination. There it is not a fixed time examination. Every professor can decide, I can give an exam to you today, for you next month, anytime. My class is over, course is over, you want to go home. What's your name? Ritija. Ritija says, I have to go home. I have got some family function. Let me finish my exam. Okay, Ritija, tomorrow morning I will give you an examination. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then you can go. Okay, tell me, Ritija, how much mark you will get. I am going to give a tough exam. Toughest question paper tomorrow. How much you expect you will get? 50%. Ritija, take 60%, go. Don't trouble me to prepare a question and then you have to write, I have to evaluate. Don't do that. Take 60% and go. That is how they do. Understood? Why should I take the trouble? You are confident you will get 50%. Why should I take all the trouble of doing it? But tell me, I'll give you one more day. Not tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. Go. Take 2 more days. Don't go tomorrow. Give me 2 more days. Tomorrow you comes back and then ask, how much mark will you get?
60%.
Now she improved because she got 1 more day. What she did? She studied. No, I am going to give you a test. Not acceptable. 60 is not good enough. I expect you to be from 50 to 70 in 1 day, which you did not improve. So I am going to give examination. Not today, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Go. And day after tomorrow she comes and prepares a last same question. I am going to give you question paper. Is ready? Are you ready to take the question? Tell me how much you will get if you answer this.
75, 80.
Now she says, hey, she finished. No. A teacher's job is not to test the student. The teacher's job is to improve your knowledge. Got it? The different techniques to improve the knowledge of the students. So generally in my class, I give internal marks. I was teaching Bachelor of Management Studies, BMS in a college, Saturday, Sunday only. That's a Christian missionary college. They didn't have a good teacher. So they asked me, will you finish? I said, Saturday, Sunday, after the office, holidays, they will come and teach. And how do I give marks? After the class, take a picture of your notebook and send it to me. I'll give you internal marks. Everybody keeps writing. That's how I do. And ask me good questions, I'll give you more marks. Lot of questions comes. And I said, don't take a picture, type it and send it. Many people started typing and sending all the class notes. I collected all of them, wrote a book on emotional intelligence for corporate communications. So who wrote book? Not me. My students wrote book. Understood? That was an autonomous college. Now my book, what I wrote, is being taught in the syllabus as a syllabus. So who wrote the book further? Me. Actually not me. Your own senior students wrote your book. Understood? So, lot of creative way of making children very active, imaginative, and that adds lot of values to the. So that gives you lot of ability, confidence, learning ability, creating your own question paper, making you to learn, progress well in your life. That is more important. Yeah.
I have a question, but I think that question is too open. So I can. I have a question, but it is good or bad. I have doubt.
Don't worry.
With the permission, I can.
Answer can be bad. Questions are always good.
Acharya, in India, most of the students are taking a science stream, but not taking seriously to commerce stream or other streams, and going to engineering streams and medical streams and become like a MBBS doctor in medical and surgeon. And in engineering stream, they are becoming like a mechanical engineer and some others. Like other streams are also there, like fashion designing, architect, builders. In medical also, like a biotech, BSc, and others field also. But in our society culture, when we go and we become something, like I become a biotech engineer. When I go to somebody else, I tell him that I am a biotech engineer. That the some that in front of me, the person, his expression changes. That you are a biotech engineer, and the person who is there is telling that I am a mechanical good engineer. My income is this, and my income is better than yours. So why this low mindset is there in our Indian culture?
Actually, it is not the way you are saying. It is only in Maharashtra and south of Maharashtra this problem is there. You go to Delhi, ask the best student what you want to be. They will all join for humanities.
No, Acharya, but it is there in
See?
some Rajasthan, all there.
That is only very small portion of it. Majority of the best college in Delhi is Sriram College of Commerce. Ladies Sriram College of Commerce. There are a lot of good colleges where to get admission itself you need 100 out of 100 in your plus 1 plus 2 in commerce stream. It is easy to get engineering admission because in India 30% of engineering college seats are vacant. Demand is not there. You think that getting admission in engineering is difficult? No, there are a lot of vacancies. IIT difficult, NIT difficult, but engineering college. I was executive director of an engineering college. The college had only 20% admissions. There are different colleges where MTech in VLSI, MTech in mechanical, entry zero, nobody is joined. So the demand is not there. Why there is a presumed demand? That is because lot of coaching centers, tuition centers started giving lot of advertisements, and that advertisement has created a virtual, non-realistic demand creation. Assume your English is very good. You do a BA graduation, that is good enough to get a job in Google, and the salary is 70,000 rupees. A doctor who passes MBBS in Hyderabad, do you think anybody will go to an MBBS doctor today? Minimum MD, MS, all that is specialization. Without that, nobody goes, right? Ophthalmology, gynecology, all the ology require specialization. So 5 years, 1 year, 2 years, again admission test preparation, then 2 years, 3 years, all that together 10 years. After that only they become an established doctor to get some night duty in a normal hospital. A doctor in Hyderabad is paid 175 rupees, and 7 days they don't get duty. 3 days they get duty because they get a experience certificate working in a great hospital. Just for that people are in queue. So don't think MBBS is. I have got 37 doctors in my family. Got it? And there are dentists who never opened somebody's mouth, scared of doing their job. But in their name there is a big hospital. Somebody else are appointed and they do only business. I have got BDS, my niece. After that she did MTech in nanotechnology, a scientist in Cambridge now. So don't think that medical profession practicing is more important. There are people who did mechanical engineering. My son is a mechanical engineer. I joined in same college as a management professor. Same day he joined as a BTech mechanical. I joined because I went for an admission. The principal asked, what are you doing? He attended to some of my Bhagavad Gita classes when he was working with BHA. So I asked, what are you doing? I said, I'm now taking lectures like this, roaming around. Why can't you join my college as a professor? I said, yeah, take me a paper, I will join. On that basis, my son got admission without payment and all. Lot of concession. So I joined. 2 years I worked, I left that place. Okay. And what my son did, after that he went into material science. From mechanical engineering, he went into material science in Imperial College, London. After that, he went into nuclear physics for PhD. And after that, now he is a nuclear scientist in America. My eldest son, he studied in symbiosis, maths, economics, commerce. After that, studied in Tata School of Social Sciences, Development Studies. And after that, he did political science in King's College, International Politics. Now he is a social scientist. The elder son can travel whenever he wants. Because social science, not too much of pressure. But my younger son every day do his hectic job. Science field gets lot of money, but too much of pressure. Yesterday I met lot of doctors who are committee members. All of them were there for a dinner. So I told one of the profession wherein morning patients will come, evening patients will come, lunchtime less patients. When they want their children, they have to interact with the children, that time they are busy. By the time the children come back from the school, they go to hospital. The family time is very less. You understood? So medical profession is not a great profession. Yesterday somebody telephoned, the daughter did not get NEET admission, they could not become doctor. I said, no problem. Mother was talking to me, asked, do you want to become a patient in your life? She said, no. I said, you want your daughter to be a doctor? Doctor will get business only when some patients comes, right? Is there anybody in the world who want to become patients? So what is doctor's job? No job if there are no patients. So what are you expecting? Lot of doctors. What are you expecting? Lot of patients. In North India, patients are less, hospital is less, business is less. In South India, we are more conscious about loving our life pattern, all that we are worried and scared. That is why a lot of hospitals. During COVID, there was no business for doctors at all, only COVID business. No other disease for anybody. Now COVID stopped, everybody started getting difference. So going to hospital, attending hospital, all that is just a passion for us. Do you know in America to get a dentistry appointment you have to wait for 1 month? You have a pain, immediately you cannot go. Immediately you go, you have to pay 10 times. Otherwise consultation is very slow. And lot of people don't go to hospital just like that. Here hospitals have become business, has become advertisement, and therefore people took it as a great business. Therefore admission became a business. But there are a lot of people who make more money than doctors do. My son will say, I am an economist, you are a nuclear scientist, you study, I will tell you what business can be done by. So ultimately everything is business. But everybody cannot get because you need little more talent. So understand, education in India is not for jobs. Education in India is not for jobs. Why? All 10th class people, most of your classmates in 10th class, most of them are in different schools for 11th and 12th. Yes sir. How many dropouts are there who are in the society wandering around without 10th and 12th? Very less. Either in government or in private or some school or other school, some coaching center or somewhere they are there, right? After 12th, how many of you will go to MBBS, BTech, BBA, all that? I'm sure all of you will go to some or other courses. Somewhere, some college you will go. Either humanities, economics, sociology, English, some subjects you will go. So what are we doing? Keeping all children in academic institutions for next 3 or 4 years is a need of the society. You understood? Assume all these people, 3 lakhs people in India don't go to colleges. After 12th, what will happen? In the street, there will be a lot of people like you wandering here and there. You will start creating trouble in the society. So don't think education is to give job. Education is to keep you engaged for some time. Some of them, very bright, brilliant people, find their own path. Not everybody gets job. BTech, 100 students, only 4 people get a core job. Only 4. Out of 100 children, in my class there are 100 children, only 4 of them get core job. Rest of them, because they don't get job, they go for MTech, they go for MBA, different courses. There was a time when I was teaching in Coimbatore MBA program, MSW, Master of Social Work, 60 children, 45 of them are biotechnology students. Because after BTech biotechnology, no job. So what do they do? Join for MBA, join for MSW. So I asked them, why did you join MSW, not MBA? Immediately they will say, MBA 25 lakhs, MSW only 15 lakhs. It's not because they are interested in social work. It is cheaper, so I took it. The other one is costly, I couldn't take it. So education is only engaging you. Understand, it is only making you to learn the learning technique, understanding technique. Don't think every BSc zoology fellow, after BSc zoology, how to cut the fish nicely. In life, they don't cut fish at all sometimes. They will be doing bank clerk job. Got it? After becoming MBBS, don't think they treat people. After MBBS, there are people who become IAS. They never must have tested a patient. So, job is not related to what you study. Job is not related to what you study. What you study need not be applicable. What I studied is mathematics. But I don't think without this PhD in mathematics also, I would have done all the job what I am doing today. But that gives me a ability to analyze problem, understand the problem carefully, defining it well. So learning is to understand subject very carefully. So yesterday after that, the doctor who wanted to go for MBBS, I said, are you able to get for BA, MS, Ayurveda? Go there. I have nephews who have done BSc Physics from Bombay, become a neuroscientist. Because there are a lot of programming happens in the brain, which is more physics than biology. So it all depends on your orientation, what you want to do, how do you want to make your life, plan yourself. So essentially all of you should plan. These are all one option which I have, another option which I have, another option. Don't think you will reach them. After 2 years, redraw the programs. After 4 years, redraw the programs. Don't plan, this is how I will become, this is where I will reach. No guarantee at all. Not at all. No guarantee. Abdul Kalam, when he passed the BTech, he applied for Space Department. He didn't get a job. He went for MTech. After that, he had a colleague who was applied for ISRO. He didn't get. But today, all ISRO scientists will learn his book. From there, he went abroad, started writing books in that subject. We all studied his books. When we learned, he was one who wanted to become a scientist who could not become. He became greater than. Abdul Kalam was in the Department of Space. You all hear him. He is a space scientist. No, he left the space scientist department in 18 years. Then he became DRDO scientist. After DRDO, he wanted to come back into ISRO. We give somebody like a professor post. When he applied, Space Department said we cannot appoint you because you did not retire from space, you retired, went into some other department, we will not entertain you. We didn't give him. And he went to Anna University and he became economics professor, management professor. Which he never did in academics. Because of his experience, Anna University gave. And don't think Abdul Kalam became a president because of his ability. We have a Chandrababu Naidu, Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, who was politically very powerful, and he mentioned the name of Abdul Kalam. He said, why not Abdul Kalam, you make him as president? So who made Abdul Kalam president? Chandrababu Naidu. And he was so great, why he did not get second term? So it is not his ability, it is political. You understood? It is political. And all the textbooks of Abdul Kalam, you read carefully, there is another author. Y.S. Rajan, name will be there. But you don't listen, know that there is another person because Abdul Kalam became famous and everybody wanted his name on. There is another person who really wrote the book. Understood? Every book you look at, there will be another author. He is the man who really wrote. Abdul Kalam is also a co-author. But name of the book goes always with Abdul Kalam's. That is because he happened to be president. There are great people who are much more qualified, sometimes did not become president. You ask, you may not know, but your parents and grandparents may know. T.N. Sheshan. Ask them, who is T.N. Sheshan? Definitely they will give an answer. He was one of the most famous civil service person in the country. And he was Election Commissioner of India. Today what we have, electronic voting machines, all started by T.N. Sheshan. such a great, powerful, knowledgeable person, but he couldn't become president. So becoming president is not because of the ability, it is the political scenario who makes the. Got it? So what you do is not because of your ability. You happen to be there, yes, sometimes you get it. So I keep saying, I became a scientist not because I am great. My parents were really good, my elders were really good. They allowed me to go for MSc, PhD, and they allowed me to go for a conference. I met somebody, but what I did is when I meet somebody, I use all my ability to network with them. All of you got opportunity, but so sad, most of you did not even communicate with me. Not because you don't have my number, not because you don't have my. No, you all have, but you didn't communicate because you don't know how to network. World is full of networking. If you don't network with the people, America, no students get job because they apply. The professor pick up. How do professor pick up them? When you ask smart questions, when you interact with them, when you give the assignments. I know this student. Immediately I became an advisor to one company and say that student is very good. Give her a job. Give him a job. Through references only. When you apply for any job in America, they will ask references of 2-3 people. If you don't have reference, they don't get. And another one, SOP, Statement of Purpose. For every admission, they will not look at your marks. What they ask? SOP. Suppose so many people are joining for different programs. In India, because we make them to join. In America, they ask a lot of money, 2 crores fees for a graduation, post-graduation sometime. And what do they ask? Not your certificates. They will ask SOP. One page you write and give. Why do you want to join in MIT? Number one. Second one, why do you want to study this program in MIT? Third, if you study, what are you going to do in your life? Purpose have to be very clear. Statement of purpose. And you don't know how to write it, and they read it and then see, they get a doubt, this man did not write it, they took somebody's help. Immediately they will call and ask you so many questions. From that, we will know whether you have genuine or not. And if you are not genuine, they mark your number, and throughout life you don't get admission in any universities in America. They will mark it to them. Very strict. But your SOP is good. From that time onwards, scholarship will come, support will come, job will get, good salaries, good employment, everything else. We are not able to do it in India because we have large population. Do you think a teacher can evaluate every one of you? Do they have the ability to do it? May or not? Understood? So the system is different. India's problem is, India, why you have this doubt? Why? Because we have large population. India is not based on quality and qualifications. It is based on marketing. I am sure I will not come here if my video was not there on YouTube. I never know your Anilji before 1 month. Somehow he happened to see one of my video which is in Malayalam, which has got large followers. One day 2 lakhs, 1 lakh like that comes in Malayalam. And then he caught me immediately, he spoke to me. Yes, that's how he came. Suppose this week I am not free and he spoke to me, I said I cannot come. And he called me for 1 hour. I said I will not come for 1 hour because 1 hour lecture, 2 hours lecture, we will just come and go. Interaction will not happen. Lectures can be heard in YouTube, but interactions only here. So I want your children to ask questions. One question when somebody asks, I am answering so elaborate because it is not your question I am answering. I am answering. Hope there could be a lot of questions in each one of you. All that should get clear. Understood? Our problem is we don't invest a lot of time. We show. Most of our programs are show programs, which I don't do generally. I invest my time. So many people call. There is a call for Delhi, one of the annual day program, will you become guest? I said sorry. I am not an advertisement person. I don't want to come. If your children want to learn subjects, want to interact with me, I will spend full week. No. Okay, so do networking, do lot of writing, the writing skill is very essential because that gives you a lot of ability to work. I expected all of you to write some few paragraphs, only one or two students here. Beautifully written and then send it to me a message. And that will tell, oh, this person is very, very essential. Good enough? 1 o'clock. Exactly 1 hour. Yeah, you don't know because your Uttar Pradesh is Madhya Pradesh. Vedantago Brahmanaha. What is Brahman? Who learns and teaches is called a Brahman. So where are Brahmins? In Uttar Pradesh. Where is war happening? Chhattisgarh, all that place always, Rajasthan. Everywhere you can see a lot of war happened. Correct? And Madhya Pradesh, only business. Vaishyo Dhana Samardha. Vaishyo Dhana Samardha. Shudra Sukhama Niyat. Vedantago Brahmanaha. Kshatriyo Vijay Bhavet. Vaishyo Dhana Samardha. Shudra Sukhama Niyat. That is what India is. We have Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Shudras keep on working but no thoughts about what will happen tomorrow. They will become laborers. Vaishyas, they make business and money. And your ability or you wanted to become leaders, that means you are a Kshatriya. You want to learn and teach, you are a Brahmin. You want to make a lot of money and business, you are a Vaishya. That is what Bhagavad Gita says. Okay, Swabhava Prabhavayir Gunay. The way in which Swabhavam, Swa, myself, Bhavam, the way in which I show, is what I am. So all of us have got some Swabhava. Luckily, I have only one. This Swabhava. This is not that. I would have continued in government, I would have been in good position. I don't want this. Somebody asked me money, I said, not happy, good enough. Learning, good questions make me to learn quite a lot. So I love questions, good questions, quest for knowledge. Happy? Yeah.
Why education system is very costly in India, while in Germany it is free of cost. In Europe also it is free of cost, and it is in Japan it is low at until 12. After 12 it is mid. Then why in India it is very costly?
Again, I told you, when demand is more, business people will answer that. When demand is more, price increases, not the value. Understood? In Germany, nobody goes because climate is too bad. Very difficult to survive there. I have a lot of students. Students are there who are my students whom I know from 9th class, went for a master's program, 4 years, failed continuously. And he is in depression there. I am counseling him. He is into transportation masters. Not able to study. Very strict. So who will go there? So when there is no demand, what will happen? They will reduce the fees. And Europe, it is not free. London, very costly. Ireland, I have got all these places still. Italy, basic education is costly. Masters, if you do there or do in the best university, PhD, they get a lot of funding. They fund them. It is not funded by government. It is funded by private company. Because the private company will fund research. After research, they get the benefit of the research. America, very costly. I have got students who have spent 3 crores and failed in exams. And they can't come back. If they come back, shame in family. They have to pay the fees, committed suicide, created a car accident. Just before that, they sent me a message saying, I am committing suicide. This will be my last email. Don't reply. I will not be there to hear. I have got such messages. I have got students. Not students who are great. I have students who committed suicide because they couldn't perform well. They tried to manipulate in exams. Caught. Black mark. Finished. Life is gone. Never get a job in US. So everywhere the system is different. Australia, wonderful, very good. You can settle well. New Zealand, beautiful place. Canada, very cheap. You can all work parallel. Last year, this time it's in UK because most of the master students who are my students, I employ them to teach in UK in the school education, part-time. They make money. You can see my DrTPS micro teaching. DrTPS micro teaching. Electricity also you can hear. Yesterday somebody wanted electricity, right? Micro teaching, DrTPS electricity. And that student is learning from me how to take tuitions. It's actually, they don't call it tuitions, they call it as counseling, supporting, directing, helping, assignments, helping and all that. They do that in UK to make money. All of them pay a lot of money. Maybe 20 lakhs to 80 lakhs. I have two sons studied in UK. I spent more than 1 crore for each one of them. So it's not free. And after that they get 2 years of working. Why? I told you the same reason. Here demand is more because there are a lot of population. Their demand is less because less population. In Europe and all, you go to different places. In Austria I went, I have not seen a single person on the road. And what you can do is, there will be signal posts. We have red light, green light. There, the post you have to press button, every vehicle will stop for, and you can walk on the road. Imagine in India such a post comes, no vehicle can run because everybody will walk left and right, right? So do you think we can compare India with some other country? Never. Because we have lot of people. Biggest problem is people. There, you don't see a single person on the road because climate is like that. Everybody has got a car. Without that, you cannot. You go to America, there is no public transport at all. Unless you have your own car, you have somebody who is known to you. Otherwise, Uber sort of a vehicle. I have got 2 double MBA running Uber in Ontario, Canada. That is much more earning than doing any company job. Understood? Because if you don't have your own vehicle, you can't go, and any taxi is highly paid. So India is a different country. We are much richer, better, because we have a great heritage, great culture, and lot of youth. 25%, 30% youth. Why those countries are inviting people? Because they don't have youth. You go to London, you will see only old adults. They don't have children. They don't have family life. Therefore, what happens? They want the people to go and settle there. They admit you come and employ. Do you think India will admit other people to country to come here? Because we ourselves, we have more. You go to Gulf, you know how many people in America? 40 lakhs Indians. 28 lakhs in 28 lakhs in Saudi Arabia. 20 lakhs in Canada. 18 lakhs in Australia. Almost similar in Switzerland, New Zealand, all these places together. So we have lot of manpower. Our job is supplying manpower to other countries. And one of the methods to get people is give education free so that they will come. You look at Germany, DrTPS, you can see I am preparing nursing students to migrate to Germany. And you know what happens? The hospitals there will teach you German language in your town 6 months free of cost. Accommodation free, no fee has to be paid. All of you can learn German language. Please come to Germany, they will request. Because they don't have, and Kerala produces largest number of nurses all across the world. So you can see me canvassing for German hospital, girls from Kerala to migrate to Germany. Who is funding? My airfare from Hyderabad to Thiruvananthapuram, my stay, all that is funded by German people. So I do this. You understand? Situation is different, geography is different, manpower is different, requirement is different, therefore education is different. Look at what I'm saying, everything is there on the internet. Germany, DrTPS. Nursing, Germany, nursing, DrTPS. German, DrTPS. Overseas study, DrTPS. You want to go to America to study, I'll give you admission. Texas, there are 4 universities they will listen to. They'll give admission to you. I know how to get admission for you, even without all the competitive exams and all. Some courses, there are no people, they will tell you, oh, without that also. Your English, because you studied in the English medium, good enough. That certification itself you will get. But not in the best university. Best university will ask you IELTS, early interest offer, GRE, graduate record exam, America graduation SAT exam. So you see SAT, DrTPS. You will see me training people in SAT in America. So entirely different. Education is entirely different in different places. Don't compare with India. It's another country. Geography is different, history is different, culture is different. So we are like this.
Acharya once Palghar says that India's 80% population is full of 80% population is doing jobs. Other countries are exporting substances, objects, but India is exporting people for jobs. In his Microsoft Office and NASA's, most of 80 to 90% are Indians for jobs. Then why in other countries Indians cannot do businesses?
There are a lot of people doing business.
But
Many of the people. I have got my own cousins in Australia, all of them are running big companies. America, most of them, I told you, no, they go for job, but automatically they convert into business. You go to Germany, you want your family to be sponsored, not that you become an employee, you have to become third quadrant. Run business, then only you can get your family. So they all start business. A lot of people are doing business, including China. You can see a lot of people doing business. Except in Pakistan, Afghanistan, every place. Gulf, the largest and the tallest building in the world, which, you know, the foundation stone is made by, the piling is done by my classmate from my village. Engineer Sai Kumar. And he is the man who made Konkan Railway the case. So he runs the largest construction company, Universal Construction Company in Gulf. So everybody is running a lot of business in all the Gulf countries. You go to every largest airports, all the interior decoration shops, you will see most of them Indians. So Indians are doing great business. Don't consider that people have. We have Kerala, Hindu, one person, PNC member with whom I work with, Shobha Developers, who construct all the Infosys buildings. He is the man who makes all the palaces in Gulf. And he got an Omani citizenship. A Hindu Indian getting Omani citizenship is very rare. And he owns his own flights. He don't travel by general flight. He travels by his own flight. Very rich man. PNC manner, Shobha Developers. And his apartments in Kerala is 2 crores, 3 crores worth. Hyderabad, he started a beautiful apartment, I think it's almost 3-4 crores. I worked with him 2 years. So there are a lot of rich people doing a lot of rich businesses. Okay? Thank you. Good. Bye-bye.